Yo, what is up guys, it's Ryan. I'm back with another video, and today we are going to be talking about the hot topic, which is lightning rod, which is getting its launch replaced once again, but this time not by another launch, not modifications, but by a lift hill. So without further ado, let's give my thoughts on this replacement and what I think about the rod's future going forward. First and foremost, before I get started, I want to state a couple things going into this video. One, this video is completely unscripted. I'm going off the top of my head as usual. Two, I'd like to give Airtime Thrills a big thank you for having his raw footage channel up and available. That is where the footage provided is being given. And three, I have not made a video for a while, and I'm feeling very motivated to get back into not only creating more vlogs, but more commentaries like I used to do back in 2019 and 2020. Can't tell you the last time I made one of these videos, but I am excited to get going forward with these videos again, and I hope you guys do enjoy this content. With all that set aside, let's start this video by giving people who may not know about Lightning Rod just a little bit of quick context. Lightning Rod, at least for now, is the world's first launched wooden roller coaster, and to my knowledge, the only launched wooden roller coaster. Lightning Rod was built by Rocky Mountain Construction, also known as RMC. And this company is most popularly known for their hybrid roller coaster models. That is where the construction team and engineers will get together and go find an old wooden roller coaster, or sometimes dueling wooden roller coasters, tear down half of the existing structure, replace it with wood and steel track, and make some of the most insane roller coasters you could ever imagine out of some of the most mediocre at best coasters. For example, Mean Streak was turned into Steel Vengeance, and that thing is a masterpiece. Going back to Lightning Rod, the ride opened on June 13th, 2016, and ever since it has opened, it has been a maintenance nightmare. I can think of so many enthusiasts trying to get to Dollywood through 2016 and 2017 who showed up, saw the ride test, waited hours for it, and watched it go up and down non-stop, or maybe even just sit there for hours or days on end. Most enthusiasts I know around that time weren't even able to get the credit in that time span. After 2 years of constant failure and a huge reputation for being a letdown maintenance-wise, the ride was not looking good, especially for the general public. It does them no favors when they have to pay all that money and can't ride the biggest attraction in Tennessee. Okay, maybe not the biggest attraction in Tennessee, but you get my point. But here's the most interesting part. The lucky riders during that time span said that that was the best it had ever ran, and it was a world-class coaster because it whipped you over that drop like crazy because of the launch, and it did not slow down at the top in its original state. And it also had that original topper track and less reprofiling, so the airtime was at its peak as well. And it had the original trains during that time span. So I will get into some of the changes. I'm not going to go through the whole ride history, but just to summarize it for you guys, and we'll take a look at the bigger picture here. Over the years, Lightning Rod has gone through some pretty significant changes. Everything from getting new trains, redoing the track to iBox track, and even redoing the launch on several occasions due to constant rollbacks. And it's just been a maintenance nightmare all around. Like I said before, 7 years of just non-stop problems. Even at its current state with the iBox track, they even had to put trims at the top of the lift hill. So you would launch all the way up, slam on the brakes, and then just crawl over the lift. That's how bad it's gotten, ladies and gentlemen. And because of all of this history leading up to today, September 12th, 2023, we finally got an announcement from Dollywood that they are in fact gutting the launch and putting a lift hill in. And that is what brings me to the point of today's video. Let's give my hot takes. First and foremost, let's give my experiences with Lightning Rod. My first ever trip was in April of 2019, and it was a weekend trip. And I thought that ride ran a lot better with topper track. It ran a lot faster with topper track, and it was just an overall better ride. I rode it in Christmas of 2022, which yes, it was a little bit cooler, but it should have still been running at pretty good speed. And really, the speed wasn't my complaint, but the two things I noticed were, once you crested over that lift, like I mentioned before in this video, they hit the trims on the top of the lift. So you're just crawling over the top, and the airtime was just super duper weak through the rest of the ride. Didn't even come close to my 2019 rides. And I can only imagine how good it was way back in its golden days. I say that loosely, when it first opened. So given that brief history I just gave you and the amount of experiences I've had, I honestly think, guys, with all of its maintenance problems, that this is the smartest decision that Dollywood could have possibly made. Having a lift hill for this ride is not going to make a lick of a difference now that they've killed the launch and they hit the trims at the top of the lift hill. It's just going to be the exact same ride. And the beautiful thing about Lightning Rod is the fact that the layout is all downhill after the drop, meaning no matter how slow you start, you're always going to increase speed and get a faster pace each and every ride as the ride goes, which is why I really think Lightning Rod is a one-of-a-kind unique coaster. It does truly pain me to say that because I wish they could restore it to its original blueprint, but reality is, it's just not the same ride anymore, and there's no sense in trying to make it that way. Just like Cedar Point had the reimagined Top Thrill Dragster, this is just a simple fix to keep the ride just as good as they can possibly make it, and not get rid of such an amazing ride that they've put so many years of work and even money into. I've seen some things on social media by other coaster enthusiasts saying that, oh, they should have increased the lift height, that way you could have made it even faster with the lift hill. And honestly, I understand from a creative perspective where you're coming from, but I just don't think that's logistically reasonable given the history of this ride. They're just working with what they've got. I think they're making the right call. I don't think they should do anything else to it. I think the lift hill is going to be the perfect fix, and hopefully it will be open way more consistently going forward. With that said, I am excited for the following Dollywood trip. Well, I shouldn't say the next one because the next one is scheduled for Christmas when it will be under construction. So, Lord willing, the very next time I go to Dollywood, I'm excited to ride this thing and get back on it. Let me know what you guys think. Should they have kept it the same? Should they have changed it? Should they have modified it? Drop a comment down below. I am curious to hear what you guys think. With that being said, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more. Follow me on Instagram at Christian Coasters for some photography. Follow Ryan Sebler Media on Instagram for some non-coaster photography. That is also my professional business. And I will catch you guys next time here at Christian Coasters, where we make epic coaster vlogs and videos. Peace!